factors here. One is happening outside of you. It's called contributing factors. What else is called? Contributing factors. What is happening inside of you is called determining factors. What else is called? Determining factors. So those factors happening outside of you, you cannot control. The naira, the dollar, the president, your father, your auntie, your uncle, those factors is called contributing factors. They can slow you down, they can delay you, but they can never stop you. What stops men from succeeding in life are the factors happening inside of us. Those factors are called determining factors. We have the positive and the negative factors. So you see, all of us have a winner and a loser inside of us. All of us have a positive and a negative inside of us. So we focus on our positive and ignore the negative. We focus on our winner inside of us and ignore. Tell your neighbor, ignore. Ignore the loser. Not that you are not aware that is there, but you just choose not to feed it. You choose not to give it attention. So those factors embedded inside of that help us from succeeding. The positive factors are the faith, the courage to act in spite of fear, determination, commitment, of course, vitality, fidelity. These are the factors that help men to succeed. Factors that actually stop men from succeeding, that the negative factors, the fear, worry, anxiety, anger, bitterness, resentment, hatred. These are the things that stop men. So if you look at the board very well, you are the most important factor. Touch yourself, say I'm the most important factor. Turn to your neighbor, tell him you are the most important factor. So we say a training yesterday, how we can find our fortune, how we can become that God created us to become, how we can become so relevant in our creative space. So the topic is there is a fortune in your field. There's a fortune inside of you. There's a fortune embedded in you, but they're all in raw form. There's a fortune in your field. There is a fortune. There is a fortune in your field. And you have to discover it, develop it, and deploy it. There's a fortune in your field. There is a fortune. Okay, there's fortune in your field. Okay, there is fortune in your field. So we have the subtopic which says finding your field. So you must find your field. Finding your field. So that field that will help you become super great. So you have some outlines there that we need to cover. So the first outline is context for the concept. Context for the concept. So these outlines, okay, for the concept. Number 2 outline here we have. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So we have different outlines we need to cover because all of us were sent here on assignment, and those things that that God sent us is already embedded inside of us. So we need to discover them, of course, develop them, and deploy them. So the Garden of Eden. So your Garden of Eden, your own garden, okay, of Eden. So, okay, number 3 outline here we looked at here the first stream. Okay, the first stream that was there. Okay, and number 4 we have here finding your field. You have to find it. Finding your field. Finding your field. Okay, you have to discover it. Number 5, you're famous in your field. Finding your field, famous in your field. Okay, in your field. Number 6 here we have here favor in your field. Favor in your field. Okay, and number 7 here, and we have fortune in your field. Okay, okay, fortune in your field. The 7 of them. So yesterday we started laying some. If this given us one, let me have the other mic. Then we have to still work on it again. So we said that God's purpose and plan for your global prosperity. The purpose describes God's intent, God's intention, God's original design for you. If you understand the purpose and believe originally you are created to become famous, great, and become, of course, super rich and wealthy, it will be easy for you to follow the principles, the plan of God. Because the plan of God simply describes the plan and the practice, the principles and practice of that will actually produce the prosperity you are looking for. So looking at it until a person has completely been convinced that originally that he was meant to become prosperous, he cannot follow through the plan. So we discussed so many things and the context for the concept, and we took out one of the contexts yesterday in Genesis 2, 8-9, that God planted the Garden of Eden. God planted because he did not create, he planted. That means that by the time it's just a fallow ground, nothing was there. God has to plant. So definitely, he planted and planted Adam there for him to flourish, be fruitful, live in abundance and overflowing, increasing in his space. So God planted man in that garden so that man can grow and become that God purpose, design, and destined for him. So we talked about 3 things about garden yesterday. So in the beginning, God originally purpose plan for man is that man was planted in the garden for him to grow and become prosperous and have posterity that is for future generation. Number 2, the garden was planted, not created. Number 3, God gave man dominion over the domain not other human beings. That is to say that in the kingdom of God, we are kings of kings. God Christ is the king of kings, not king of slaves, not king of subjects. So we are supposed to be a king. We are supposed to be a king of a thing, a king of a thing, or a king of a domain, and a lord of a realm, and a master of a craft. So we have an assignment to save, to save for us. That's why we are saved, to save others. I've been allotted a field of potential that I need to do four things: cultivate, populate, dominate, and replicate. So that's where we stopped yesterday. That I'm here to actually allotted a field, a skill. I need to grow myself. Those things embedded in me in raw form, those my ideas, those my vitality. I'm here to cultivate, populate, dominate, and replicate. And we said something very interesting yesterday, that great leaders produce results. Great leaders reproduce. Two different things. Leaders produce, every leader produce, every leader produce, every that makes you a leader that you're producing. But great leaders, they're not great leaders. They reproduce. So they reproduce. So they not just produce, they produce themselves that can produce something. So we are not looking at you just creating results, having results for yourself. You have the capacity to reproduce. They not reproduce. So we're going to go to the second outline for today. Your Garden of Eden. Okay, thank you. Can I have the other mic? I think, let me have the other mic so that we can continue. The distraction is not this one. What about the other one? Okay, please, I need the mic so that we can hear very well. Okay, let me just talk. Mr. Clifford, can you hear me from the back? You look like those men that nobody sent to sit at the back of the church when they misbehave. You know, you look like one of them, but you're not one of them, right? So, and I'm not even a pastor here. I'm your mentor. Tell a mentor. Okay, I'm your mentor. So, okay, okay, perfect. Okay, thank you so much. I think it's far better now, right? If you're excited about this, so, okay, so I would like us to write this one down. Your field of potential is God's plan for your prosperity and posterity. Your field of potential, I'm going to give you some clues today to discover your own field of potentials. So your field of potential is God's plan for your prosperity and posterity. For your prosperity and posterity. Your field of potential is God's plan. I mean, all God has planned for you. He has deposited something inside of you. And that is his original plan to make you prosperous. So you have to discover it, develop it, and deploy it. Your field of potential is God's plan for your prosperity and posterity. Posterity. So, posterity. That means it's going to grow beyond you. So your field of potential is God's plan for your prosperity and posterity. That means for your future generation. That means what God wants to use and bless your third and fourth generation is already embedding you in raw form. Remember, everything that God created, He created them in raw form. So man needs to discover them like crude oil, gold, man needs to discover them, of course, develop them and deploy them. Like when God created a tree, man needs to see table and chair inside a tree. Entrepreneur needs to see that. A poor man see firewood, entrepreneur see tables and chair. So when God created crude oil, He embedded it in raw form. So man needs to discover it, drill it, refine it, and have petrol, diesel. God created gold, it's in raw form. That gold needs to pass through fire. God created diamond, it's in raw form. Diamond must pass through pressure. So your brain must pass through pressure. Pressure is not bad. Pressure only bring out the best of you. Bring out yourself and introduce yourself to you. Most of you don't know you are strong. Most of you know you are weak until pressure comes. Tell no pressure. So pressure is not literally bad. Pressure is not that bad. It's just to bring out everything that embedded in you. So that's what there's when things are hard, entrepreneurs emerge. At difficult time, entrepreneurs emerge. Hard times create strong men. What did I say? Hard times create strong men. Tell your neighbor, I'm strong. When things are hard, you're supposed to be strong financially, emotionally, spiritually. Tell your neighbor again, I'm strong. I would like us to write this thing down. Everything you will ever need to succeed is planted within your field. Everything you ever need to succeed is planted within your field. Full stop. Everything you ever need to succeed is not first and foremost a contributing factor. They are first and foremost determining factor. They are not first and foremost objectives. They are first and foremost subjective. Everything you will ever need to succeed in this life is planted within your field. Everything. I'll give you some clues today. 4 clues how you can discover your own. Very interesting section, right? Everything you ever need to succeed in life is planted within your field. Everything that you ever need to succeed is planted within your field. What will make Nigeria great is planted in Nigeria already. Crude oil, the gold, the code in Enugu, and everything. Everything that will ever make a nation great is planted within its field. It's planted within you already. So you need to discover it. I said everything that you ever need to ever succeed in life is planted within your field. Full stop. If you are there, shall I? Okay. So It's okay, write this one. It is available to you. It's available to you, comma, waiting for your recognition. It's available to you. It's available to you, comma. It's available already to you, comma, waiting for your recognition, comma, discover it, waiting for you to discover it. Waiting for your recognition, comma, waiting for you to discover it. Everything that you ever need to succeed is planted within your field, full stop. Is available to you right now, comma, waiting for your recognition. You must recognize it, comma, discover it, comma, develop it into value. So you must convert it into value, comma, prioritize it, comma, nurture it, grow it, and deploy it. Don't worry, I'm going to come back again. I said everything available to you that will need everything you ever need to succeed is planted within your field. Full stop, is available to you, comma, waiting for your recognition, comma, discover it, comma, waiting for you to develop it into value, bracket open, product or services. Waiting for you to develop it into value, bracket open, product or services, comma, prioritize it, comma, nurture it. I'm going to come back again. I said everything that you ever need to succeed is planted within your field. Full stop, is available to you right now. Available. I'm going to give you 4 clues to discover it today. Available to you right now. Waiting for your recognition. You must recognize I'm strong, I'm energetic, I'm powerful, I have an idea. Comma, discover it. After you recognize it, discover it. Waiting for you to develop it into value in forms of bracket open, product or services. Comma, prioritize it, nurture it, grow it, and deploy it. That's how you make money. Okay, I'm going to come back one more time. Small this time around, right? So I'd like you to write it. I want to participate in your transformational process. So everything that you ever need to succeed in life is already planted within your field. Full stop, is available to you. Waiting for your recognition to discover it. Waiting for you to discover it, comma, waiting for you to develop it into value. Bracket open, product or services. Bracket closes. Comma, prioritize it, nurture it, grow it, and deploy it. Now, everything you ever see in life created by man for man was once an idea in the man of entrepreneur. So that capacity for a man to transport the invisible to the invisible world, to transport his idea into the visible world, that is called wealth creation. So man needs to know that all the change in my life is already in me. So you stop looking at external factors, the objective that is the reason why you are not succeeding in life. You start looking inward. Then not inward. You need a thinking chair, you need a thinking corner. Ask yourself, why was I created on earth? What is my assignment here? What is my purpose here? What am I here to do? What am I here to do to glorify your name, to liberate men from where they are to where they ought to be in life? Do you think that we can pick your life, finances, marriage, relationship, career, everything of your life? Let it be towards people. Then definitely you discover it. Then you start working on it every day. Consistently. There's a law called the power of 5. They're not power of 5. I think what that is John Maxwell that said, he said that if you have a tree in your backyard, and you have an axe in your hand, every morning you go and hit the axe, just 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One day, we are sure of one thing. The tree will fall down. Yes or yes? That means every day, you do 5 things that moves you towards your success. You wake up in the morning, you talk about it, you take action, 5 steps towards becoming great in life. It's just a matter of time. 10 of time. Once you can take the courage to take action and discipline to follow through the process, 2 things. Courage to take action in spite of fear. Number 2, discipline to follow through the process. Not discipline to follow through the process. You're definitely going to succeed. Just a matter of time. Success is just a matter of time. So I would like to mention 3 things here about your garden. 3 things about your garden. So number one, the starting point for success is to find and focus on your field of your potentials. The starting point of every successful great man, the starting point for your success is to find and focus on your field of potential. So you want to become great in life, there's a need to look for it. There's a need to maintain focus. You can't go everywhere. You can't be everywhere and become successful. You can't put 2 hands in your pocket and climb a tree. Is that possible? Can you climb a tree with 2 hands in your pocket? You're not talking to me. Angry with me now. Can you climb a tree with 2 hands in your pocket? I said the starting point for success is to find and focus on your field of potential. And focus on your field. I want to talk about when water comes into the Garden of Eden. It only comes with through one source. As enter the garden, it is spread into 4. Most of you are not seeing that in the Bible. I'm going to show it to you today. That you must solidify before you diversify. You can be doing 50 things, pursue two rats at the same time, and catch any of them. You will not catch any of them. One of the major failure of many entrepreneurs is that they want to be everywhere. They want to do everything at the same time. No, you focus, solidify before diversification. So you must solidify. The starting point for success is to underline focus, find and focus on your field of potentials. So if you are with me, shall I? Number 2, about your Garden of Eden. So you must discover it, you must focus on it, you must develop it. You can't be moving forward looking back. You fall inside a gutter. And you can't be attached to your past and be committed to the future at the same time. No, one must go. You must leave attachment of the past failures, where you come from, your family, locations, environment, things that was, our mind are being fed by environment. If you're born from a family, broke environment, your mind is going to pick broke things around, pick things, whether you know it consciously or unconsciously, called incident. You are giving your mind a new incident about the brokenness. So you want to become well, you need to disassociate from that, leave attachment from the past life that wasn't empowering you, that wasn't moving needle in the direction of your focus or your interest in life. Start looking for the right environment, right circle of friends, because you'll be who you're going to be in the next 5 years, except for the books you read, for the friends you keep, for the environment you feed yourself with. So you need quality environment where they talk about knowledge, vision, idea, abundance, millionaire. Touch yourself, say, I'm a success. That one is begging for the charge card. You can do better. Touch yourself, say, I'm a millionaire. That's who you are. So you need an environment that keeps telling you this so that you can believe to become the stronger, powerful, ultimate version of yourself. So number 2, until you find your field, prosperity will be far from you. Until you find your field of potential, prosperity will be far from you. Until you find your field of potential, prosperity will be far from you. Prosperity will elude you, evade you. So prosperity will be very far from you. Until you find your field of potential, prosperity will be far from you. You can achieve some level of achievement, but prosperity, fulfillment will find out. Okay, let me do it like this again, because I like to do this. I don't know when I'm going to stop doing this, but it's very fine. I will keep doing it as long as we are learning. Until you find your field of potential, that's why I want to give you some clues today. 4 clues. But until you find a field of potential, prosperity, fulfillment will be far from you. The field of potential has to do with other people, because anything you think about yourself is not your field of potential. God always wants to do something for others. That's anything for yourself is called good idea. It's not good idea. Anything that you think has to do with others is called God's idea. It's not God's idea. So for you to find your field of potential, He has to meet up a need for other people. You cannot be wealthy doing product for you and yourself. That is why anything achieved for yourself is called achievement. It's not achievement. Anything for other people is called fulfillment. It's not fulfillment. Anything achieved for yourself is called a dream. It's not dream. Anything achieved for other people is called destiny. It's not destiny. Anything achieved for yourself is called passion. It's not passion. Anything achieved for yourself is called purpose. It's not purpose. Anything achieved for yourself is called career. It's not career. Anything is called calling. It's not calling. Anything achieved for yourself, you are blessed. It's not blessed. Anything achieved for other people is called blessing. It's not blessing. Anything achieved for yourself is called success. It's not success. Anything achieved for others is makes you significant. It's not significant. So for you to actually find your field of potentials, it has to do with living for others. So it has to do with, of course, that will give you that prosperity you're looking for, that peace of mind, that fulfillment you're looking for. So the first thing is to find focus. Second thing is to make sure you are in your field of potential. Number 3 here, of course, your Garden of Eden. You must find and focus. Until you find it, prosperity is very far from you. Number 3, until you find your field, your fortune lays hidden in the ground. Until you find your field. Number 3, until you find your field of potentials, your fortune lays hidden in the ground. Your fortune lies hidden in the ground. So your fortune is hidden in the ground. Until you find that field, that means some people can live this life and they die. They never discover that they never wrote the books they were supposed to write, sing the song. In graveyard is one of the most wealthiest place on earth. Not even the gold of Nigeria, I mean the crude oil of Nigeria. So until you find your field of potential, fortune lies hidden in the ground. So you must discover it, develop it. I'll give you 4 clues. But before I give you 4 clues, before I give you your finding your field of potential, I'm going to take you there. This is where we're going to stop. I'm going to give 4 clues today. Let's talk about the 4 streams. The 4 streams, because before you say I want multiple streams of income, solidify one first. Solidify one before you diversify. So if you don't solidify one, it becomes difficult for you to diversify. Okay, let's do this very well. I don't know. Right, okay. The first stream is the dominion mandate. right there. The first stream is the dominion mandate. So there's a mandate for me and you to go into the world, replicate, dominate, make disciples of all nations. To not just produce as a leader, to reproduce yourself as a great leader. Say, I'm a great leader. That's in your fulfillment. So write this down. The first stream is the dominion mandate. The dominion mandate is linked to a field of potential. The dominion mandate is linked to the field of potential. The dominion mandate is linked to the field of potential. The dominion mandate is linked to the field of potential. I said the first stream is the dominion mandate. The first stream is the dominion. You must create a skill and dominate. You must be a king of a skill, a king of a team, a king of a domain. Of course, the master of, how do I put it? The master of what? The master of a craft. And what again? The lord of a realm or result. If you are with me, shall So this is the dominion mandate that you are coming to. Let me even do it like this so you understand very well. So that I will not be talking too much today. Let me go here. The first stream, right? Genesis 1, verse 28. Genesis 1, verse 28. And God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful. Tell not be fruitful. Do multiply. Fill the earth. Subdue it. Ha dominion. Over what? The fishes of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, and every living thing that moves on the earth. So be, do, have. The principle embedded in them. So subdue means bringing everything to your stewardship and management. So you must subdue. You must bring everything within your skill of potentials into your stewardship and management. Write this one down. The dominion mandate was assignment to the original man. The dominion mandate was an assignment. Was the assignment. The dominion mandate was the assignment to the original man to do 4 things: cultivate, populate, dominate, and replicate. Bracket to fulfill the earth. The dominion mandate was the assignment. So me and you have an assignment. We are sent to this world by deity, by supreme being. All your vision align. If you align, make your mortal body available for deity. Okay? There is nobody that can stop you. I said the dominion mandate was the assignment to the original man to cultivate, populate, dominate, and replicate. Bracket open, fill the earth, bracket closes. So I said the dominion mandate was the assignment of the original man to cultivate, populate, dominate, and replicate. So now you're supposed to do something. Now you're supposed to do for something. Number 1, you are meant to cultivate. Number 2, you are meant to populate. Number 3, you are meant to dominate. And number 4, we are meant to replicate. So if you are the only one in your mind clinic, and then you are supposed to go and hire men, come let us learn, because you are supposed to increase your mind clinic. Your mandate is to grow your mind, is to grow your capacity. Then begin to dominate by teaching, coordinating, teaching the skill, and taught them how to become their own king, and then replicate yourself in them. So the dominion mandate was for you to actually the assignment was to cultivate, populate, dominate, and replicate, fill the earth. The dominion mandate was a mandate for every kingdom citizen, every believer that identifies with the kingdom of God, that embraces the gospel of the kingdom, that the kingdom conscious and assignment is to cultivate, populate, dominate, and replicate. That is finding your field. The starting point is to find the field to dominate, because you are coming to become an entrepreneur, investor. You must definitely dominate an industry. If I mention today, Bill Gates, we know him for Microsoft. Yes or yes? He's dominating an industry, a particular thing he created. Yes or yes? Mark Zuckerberg dominates the field of social media, Facebook and likes of them. Yes or yes? Okay, you mentioned Richard Branson, Virgin Atlantic, aircraft. So, and so many other people. If you mention Thomas Edison, you remember him for at least the lighting bulb. Yes or yes? So me and you have a mandate. You know, mandate. You actually look for something to cultivate. You know, cultivate. So you have a mandate to cultivate. You know, cultivate. So you have a skill. You can say, okay, I'm going to dominate prospecting. Anything about prospecting, I'll be known globally for being number 1, top 1%, the people that prospect, okay, presenting, of course, inviting, the gateway skill, closing deals, certain. So you must find something. Okay, this week, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sharpen my axe. So when I open my mouth, I tell the world who I am. Remember, when you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. Yes or yes? So you start practicing what they call OQP, only quality people. What did I say? Only quality people. OQP. What did I say? that one is looking for the charge card. The temperature is that. I say OQP, only quality people. What I say? Only quality people. OQP. Anybody that's not quality should not be in your space, because the quality of people in your life go to the quality of who you become. OQP, only quality people. You don't need liabilities again. No more liabilities again. Anywhere you are, only quality people. Because for you to become great, I ask a question there. They say, who is a wise man? A man that makes wise decisions, or a man that has wise people around him? Who is a wise man? Wise people around him. Because you can make wise decisions, they will not carry out. They are foolish people, they will not carry out. So you have wise people around you, so you must practice the quality, only quality people in your space. So dominion mandate is for me and you to go and dominate. So there's something embedded in you. I want to give you clues. They're not clues. I want to give you clues about that. But before I go to the clues and round up to this section, I want to say one of the things about your garden of the four streams. So finding your field, because your fortune is linked to your field. Your financial increase is linked to your field. Write this one, write on your note. Finding your field, find your field of potential, something like that. Find your field of potential, because your fortune is linked to your field. Find your field of potential. Find your field of potential. It's embedded in you. I'm going to give you 4 clues to that. Very powerful clues that will help you find your own. Develop it, deploy it, of course, and then make money from it. Finding your field of potential, because your fortune is linked to that field, comma, financial increase. Finding your field of potential, because your fortune is linked to that field, comma, financial increase is linked to that same field, abundance is linked to that same field, economic resourcefulness, etc. Finding your field of potential is very important, because your fortune is linked to that field, financial increase is linked to that field, abundance is linked to that field, economic resourcefulness is linked to that field, etc. Finding your field of potential is very important, because your fortune is linked to it, comma, financial increase, abundance, economic resourcefulness, etc. You know, when you leave your field of potential, you cannot find the peace you need. You cannot find the financial increase you need, because you left your field of potential. That is why anybody that left to discover anything that is God embedded in him and start looking for to become a slave in another man's field, that man pays him T-pence, checking out transactional relationships, small money, turn out small money. Why is people collecting small money in forms of salaries? Because they have left their field of potential to become a slave in someone else's field of potential. So what they do is that they carry themselves and enslave. You can work for experience, work for knowledge, work for relationship, but don't work for money. Working for money makes you a slave of money. Money is a bad master and a loyal and faithful servant. Once the reason for working is for money, that means you're subjected to become a slave. In another, that place you're working for that money, that makes you a vine. So what rich people being paid based on result, rather than result. Poor men are being paid based on time, tenor time. They trade their time for money. Don't ever trade time for money, because time is infinitely more important than money. So what will make a man is a man to operate in his field of potential. There's a lot of things embedded in you, those ideas, those giftings that will change the world. That I keep giving us some example. You know, if you bring fish in his field of potential is in water. He's very, very wonderful animal. Very, very a lot of stunts, and he's powerful. Remove him from water. Ask him to climb a tree. Will fish climb the tree? It's going to be useless. okay. The bird is always very wonderful in his field of potential. Carry that bird, put it inside the water. Tell him to swim like a fish. Can he do that? So man has a realm that you are not supposed to dominate. That is why you must discover it and become relevant in your space. I'm going to give you some clues, but before I get to that, let me give you something to write about right now. Write this one down. Outside your field of potentials, you are operating outside your element. Outside your field of potential means you are operating outside your element. It's because they are operating outside their field of potential. So outside your field of potential is operating outside your element, and that is where men struggle. Like the fish will struggle outside water, natural habitat. Okay, they go inside the pool, outside its natural habitat. So you can see, whenever I see a man that keeps struggling, ask him question. This ain't but waiting the second. Science knows the arena of your experience, the arena of your experience, comma, expertise, comma, skills, and excellence. The garden of your garden of your field is your arena of experience. Is your arena of experience, comma, skills, expertise, and excellence. Bracket open, the things you are good at. The things you are good at. So your garden of Eden is your arena of experience, skill, expertise, and excellence. Bracket open. The things you are good at, bracket closes. So there are so many things you are good at. I'm going to give you 4 clues. Like I said, I just pray we get there on time. I'm going to give you 4 clues that will help you get to the Garden of Eden. So your Garden of Eden is your arena of experience, skill, expertise, and excellence. Bracket open, the things you are good at. So you need to discover those things you are good at, develop them, and deploy them. Very, very important. Very, very important. Your Garden of Eden is your arena of experience, skill, expertise, and excellence. Bracket open, the things you are good at, brackets closes. So, full stop. You are assigned, right? This one very important. You are assigned to the people who will most benefit from your know-how and your unique abilities. You are assigned to the people who will most benefit from your know-how and your unique abilities. You are assigned to people who will most benefit from your know-how, knowledge, and your unique abilities. So you are assigned to a specific set of people, not for everyone. You are assigned to a specific set of people, not for everyone. So you are assigned to people who will most benefit from your know-how and your unique abilities. So you are assigned to the people who will most benefit from your know-how and your unique abilities. So I'm assigned to people who most benefit from my unique abilities, my know-how, experience, expertise, area of excellence. So I'm assigned to people, and my assignment is to service and always to people. Write this one. My assignment is to service and it's always to people. My assignment is for service, or my assignment for service. Repeat that. My assignment for service is always to people. My assignment for service is always to people. You know, by the time you wake up in the morning and know that you're going to live for your 3rd and 4th generation, your attitude will change. Your attitude will change instantly. I'm waking up this morning to live for the King that sent me. Your attitude will change. Say, my assignment for service is always to people. Everybody that ever became great actually created something for people. The guy that created the chair you're sitting down today created a chair for people to sit down. The guy that created the shoe you're wearing right now created for people to wear the shoe. So you are in this business. You are actually created for people to go and liberate people from darkness, from ignorance, help people to become great. See, the men you will help are the seed you appear to your maker on the last day. Just that when men are mentioning, say, because I made you, my life was transformed. You have an assignment to improve life. You have an assignment to be a transformational leader. Say, I'm a transformational leader. You have assignment because that's why you are learning. We are the most learned, knowledgeable, and affluent business community that produces what? Most successful. Your assignment is to create most successful people. Tell your neighbor, are you producing successful people? No, turn to your neighbor. Tell your neighbor, what are you producing? So you are to go and produce success because we rise by raising others. You want to become more successful? Wake up thinking about people. Do unto others what you wish them to do unto you. So your assignment for service is always to people. And that's why you see, and I'm telling this into you. Okay, let me do like you understand very well. I'll give you about the great, all of us here are Christian, definitely are following Christ, but I'll give you one thing. So the anointing in your life is for people. Even when Christ, when he was anointed, he was anointed to go and do good, liberate the captives and set them free. Yes or yes? So your assignment is not for everyone, it's for unique audience that you can relate with them, with your experience, with your expertise, with your area of excellence. The Spirit of the Lord has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. That was the assignment of Christ. So you are always to people, tell no people. Okay, let me give you this. Let me give you some of the things that will take me to finding your field. I'm not yet there yet. I'm going to give you how to find your field. Still on the 4th stream. Let me do some. Let me talk. I don't want to go that far somehow, but let me just give you some clues if I go to the 4th field. The river came in through once. Okay, 3 minutes more. Oh my God. I'm supposed to give you a clue. Okay, let me give you a clue to your assignment. Then tomorrow we go to where I'm going to today. I will go here tomorrow, but let me give you the clue to your assignment as I round up today's class. Finding your field. Tomorrow I will do this assignment for you. Let me take where I stopped today. So tomorrow I'm going to do, because we're going to end this class tomorrow. I will do from here to here. But let me give you finding your field. This is where I want to stop. So tomorrow I can have a good stop stand. Write this one, finding your field. Finding your field. Finding your field. So finding your field, write this one down. Your life lessons are the clues to your assignment. Your life lessons are the clues to your assignment. I'll give you 4 of them, then we call it today. Your life lessons are the clue to your assignment. Number 1, passion. Your life lessons are the clue to your assignment. Your life lessons, whatever you are passing through right now, are clues to your assignment. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. Your life lessons are the clues to your assignment. Number 1, your passion. Your passion is a clue to your assignment on earth. Number 2, your problems, the challenges you are facing with, are the clues to your assignment. I'll give you more note tomorrow. Number 3, your path. Your path. Number 4, your pattern. Your pattern. Okay? Your pattern. So, your passion, your problems, your path, and your patterns. Tomorrow, I'll give you a long note about these things. So you now understand any challenges you are facing in your life is a clue to find solution. Entrepreneurs solve problems. I say when things are hard, entrepreneurs emerge. So anything you are passing through that you don't like is a clue. I'm going to give a long note tomorrow to clue. Anything in your life that you're so passionate about is a clue. Anything in your life that has a repeated pattern in your life you can trace is a clue. Anything in your life that has a good part, you know, so this part has been a pattern that always makes you pump to adrenaline. How do I put it on my note? That this part, of course, okay, yeah, it's like a river that comes out of the origin field of potential increase that leap you into new territory, burst forth with speed like an arrow of abundance and goodness to the world. This is apparently how you know that this is your field of fortune. Something just start to leap up inside your heart, burst into a burning desire inside your heart that will move you with speed, bringing goodness and abundance to your health, healing to life. I will give you a long note tomorrow. But you cannot just, anytime you do this, you're like, ooh la la, you can do it without not eating. It's your part. So you have to discover your part. I'll give you some clues tomorrow. I'll give you a long note tomorrow. So finding your field. I said your life lessons are the clues to your assignment. Number 1, your passion. Number 2, the problem you are facing, your path and your pattern. Let me give this last statement and then we can call it a day. You need to find your field of assignment, your area of excellence, your domain by design. Let me end that. You need to find your field of fortune, your area of excellence, your domain by design. That's how you can flourish. That you can become more fruitful, dominate, replenish, replicate, and that's cultivate, populate, dominate, replicate. It's gonna make a lot of sense. So you don't just come to this life and just want to be an entrepreneur, want to be a businessman, you want to create the kind of fortune you want to make, but the fortune should give you fulfillment, not fulfillment. The fortune should give you to fulfill destiny, purpose, calling, should make you become a blessing and also make you become significant. Also make you become famous. They're not famous. Then you have unmerited favor, you have fortune in there. You're going to come with different challenges. It's just for a start. Challenges is what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what make life meaningful. So you must overcome some challenges to make life interesting. Imagine a life without challenge. It's going to be a boring life. Boring life. So challenges is part of life. Everybody has his own share of this challenge. That's why I'm very sure. But God says, when you shall pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you shall pass through the fire, I will be. That means everybody is passing through water and fire. It might not be the same dimension, but the same thing. Because that's when you can be refined. But when you understand this, your purpose and passion for God's creation for you, you pass through it with kind of joy because you know that that is in darkness, joy comes in the morning. How do you say it? In Psalms, that joy comes in the morning, that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. You're like a woman that is pregnant 9 months. I'm going to give birth to a giant. It's going to pass through a process because you know that this person will come with joy at the end of the day. Yes or yes? A student that went to school, you know that okay, at the end of the day, will be a graduate. He will go to school with joy. Even sometimes if we don't eat, we drink gari, we will go to school with joy because we know that one day I will become graduate. Even what we are doing right now, we know say we'll become great and powerful. That's what we are doing with joy. It's not joy. We sure because we know it's a process, not a process. We don't make up our mind to pass through the process because if this is the way, we are going to pass through it. It's just what we have to pass through, subjecting our mind into learning. They're not learning. Tell anybody you are my learned colleague. No, you're never tell you I am a learned colleague. I'm a learned colleague. Our vision is that you are the most learned, knowledgeable, and what? Tell anybody I am affluent. Greater in rich abundance of money, of wealth, of splendor. You're going to be so right and mind. So you must pass through learning process. Not learning. Because when you learn, you know. Knowledge is a slave of learning. Once you learn, the result is knowledge. Knowledge. Once you learn, you will know. Once you practice, you will know. Once you put into work, you will know. And knowledge, because when you know, Of course, you can now create value, turn on value, because value is a slave of knowledge. Once you know, why we're asking you to know is because we want to have results in season and out of season. So you can always repeat the result. Because if you don't know and you achieve some sort of result, you cannot repeat again. That means your accident, you stole it, it's by luck, you didn't plan for it, you don't know how to repeat the pattern. But once you always predict result, result. You know why I'm telling you this? Because success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. Success is predictable. Success is predictable. On the journey of success, there is no elevator. Everybody must pass through the staircase. You know why? Each of the stages come with different lessons, with different demons you must overcome. So you need to increase your competence and character. Competence. Character. Why I'm mentioning these two things repeatedly is because competence will take you to the top. Character will keep you there. Tell your neighbor. Competence will take you to the top. Character will keep you there. So that's what we can take today. So tomorrow I'll give you a long note about finding your field and complete some. I missed 2-3 lines there. I'll complete it for you. Famous in your field and then favor in your field. And I keep telling you, once you're in your field, Oga, that's when you have provision. Because once you have a vision, God will give you what? Provision. So provisions come with a man having a vision in his field to discover, develop, and deploy. Deploy. Touch yourself, say, I'm a success. That one is still begging for a charge card. You can do better. Touch yourself, say, I'm a success. Touch yourself, I'm a millionaire. So you are going to be fruitful, multiply, dominate, cultivate, dominate, duplicate, replicate. You're going to do this, but you must be arranged in sequential order. You must be arranged. Arrange. While we're arranging for you, so you can result. Okay, that's what you can take today. So the online community, please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands in the shadow of mentor will see far. See you tomorrow. See you at the top. God bless you and bye bye for now. Please kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, and so that you can turn on the notification button for tomorrow's class and some other training. So for the rest of us here, I want to be sure I'm not talking to chase. I'm talking to human being. I want to be sure I'm not talking to chase and tables. I'm talking to human being. So please, you have to check your notes. Check what's your take home today. What did you learn today? What struck you so deep? What have you known before that's just reminding you? I want to know your take home today. I want to be sure I'm talking to human being. Okay. And before I do that, all your